Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brian with Mountain Iron and Timber. You can if we look out here, you can see where I got the name from. This is pretty vast country. You can literally see as far as you can see that way. So the point of this video is actually not about views. I'm going to be doing a follow-up on my previous video that I made about TYM and my problems and what's being done to fix it, and also I'll let you know the resolution that's been achieved thus far. Let's have a walk. We'll talk about this. Let's talk about TYM. Let's talk about what's happened, what's changed since my last video, etc., etc., etc. So, on the one side of things, I posted a video right now. That video, I think it's at 19,000-ish views, plus or minus a couple hundred. From what I'm told, it depends on who you ask. I'm told that TYM has watched this video and they are not happy. And then I'm also told by someone else with TYM they haven't seen the video. And they actually asked me for an email with a link to it. So it's a bit disheartening, I guess. Seems very unorganized. But either way, what happens is now I talked to someone from TYM. Her name was Liz. She is an assistant manager with them. I don't know. She basically explained to me that she doesn't really have any authority to do anything, and she was basically making contact to essentially to see what she could do to relay a message. I value my time. When I'm not, working, I'm here working. I don't know. I don't feel like I got a whole lot out of that phone call. So that's kind of a little bit disheartening. Real quick, since we're standing here, if you look this way, see all these trees trying to see through this? That's what this was about 3 weeks ago. Now that's very opened up. You can actually see that view. Sorry, that's just something that came to mind as I'm walking around kind of rambling. So I've had one phone call with an assistant manager from TYM who openly told me that this is well above their limit. There's nothing they can do. They are essentially just gathering information. That phone call was... Oh yeah, that phone call was 10 days ago. Nothing has happened since then. And I'm kind of tired of being jerked around by TYM. This has gotten to be, just utterly ridiculous. We are well beyond 6 months now. Absolutely nothing. Nothing has changed. I have went as high as I can possibly go within the corporate level of TYM. I have also done everything. I made a video with 20,000 views. A company that has sponsored the Atlanta Braves, as opposed to building a parts warehouse for people. That seems kind of like a joke to me. Like, why would you sponsor a sports team when you can't even support your tractors with parts that are needed in the U.S.? The funny thing is, on my previous video, go through it. Read the comments. I'll link it to this one. Read the comments. I am blown away at the number of people that have the exact same problem I do, and they haven't had their tractors. The one guy was pushing almost a year. It's just like, holy cow. But TYM can't fix that, but instead, they sponsor the Braves. I don't know. I'm not here to tell them how to run their business. But as I said in my previous video, the fastest way that you can lose customers is to turn your back on them. Somebody else will take care of those same customers. It just won't be TYM. It's very unfortunate that this has happened. So here's kind of where I'm at. What I am doing is I'm touching base with you guys and I'm just going to do this as a documentary, start to finish. At this point, who knows, this might take another 6 months. I might have, a completely monetized YouTube channel just off of complaining about TYM. It's not my goal. It's not what I want. That's not what I want my channel to be known for. But I'm kind of at this point, I'm tired of backing down. So here's what's happening. I am going to read you the letter that I drafted and sent via certified mail to TYM. So what I'm going to do here, this might seem a little goofy, but I'm actually going to put my camera on here and point it at the letter itself, and then I'm going to read it to you. So subject is demand for buyout and compensation TYM 574 HST tractor pursuant to Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act. Dear dealer manufacturer representative, I am writing to formally demand a full buyout and compensation regarding the failure of my TYM 574 HST tractor. This unit has now remained at your dealership. Sorry about that. There's a little bit of wind out here. This unit has now remained at your dealership for over 6 months without resolution. The tractor suffered a catastrophic failure of both the engine and main hydraulic pump at approximately 450 hours of light residential use. I transported the tractor at my own expense to your facility located approximately 3 hours away, one way. This tractor was purchased for personal, non-commercial use and therefore qualifies as a consumer product under Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act. It gives the exact reference to that. Under this law, and under both express and implied warranty protections, I am entitled to a repair, replacement, or refund within a reasonable period of time. That threshold has long since passed. Accordingly, I hereby demand the following: a full buyout of the tractor, reasonable compensation for 6 months of non-use, and my time, expenses, and inconvenience related to this breakdown and the prolonged delay. I am attempting to resolve this matter amicably without litigation. However, if I do not receive a written response, including a buyout or settlement proposal within 10 days of this notice, I will pursue all remedies available to me under the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act, applicable Colorado and federal consumer protection statutes, and or civil litigation. At that stage, I will seek to recover not only the cost of the tractor, but also consequential damages, including time, travel, attorney fees, and other related losses. This is a final demand for resolution prior to escalation. Issue has become that basically TYM just doesn't seem to care, and I feel kind of dumb for not looking at this more before I bought one of their machines. Look TYM up on the BBB. I won't even tell you what it's rated. Look TYM up on the BBB. And the first thing that you're going to say is, somebody defending them will say is, well, yeah, but everybody that's unhappy goes to the BBB. People that are happy never go there and they never post anything good. In that same breath, look up John Deere. Do a little comparison of those two. You can throw that in the comments as well. The issue becomes with TYM, they have clearly earned that BBB rating. This isn't me being derogatory. This isn't me being overly direct. This is me stating a fact. Look it up for yourself. I'm not even going to tell you what the score is. And then, like I said, look up John Deere as a comparison. So this is where I'm at. I, as an end user, I'm nobody special. I'm nobody big. I'm a small-time YouTuber at best. But you know what? I posted a video that's gotten 20,000 views in 10 days. And you know what's happened? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. For a company that solely relies on YouTube personalities to make presentations to people to buy their equipment, I would think that this would come as maybe a bit more of a high priority to them. Obviously, I'm wrong. I don't know, I guess I didn't expect anybody to, send somebody with a checkbook and a helicopter. I didn't expect that. I got nothing. Absolutely nothing. I had one 10-minute phone call from an assistant manager that openly told me they couldn't do anything to help me. They were just getting information from me. I told them everything that was in that video. I then sent them the video. So my point is, me as a small-time YouTuber, at least I've got some kind of publicity on this, but as a small-time YouTuber, getting 20,000 views on that last video, and keep in mind that goes up, at this point it's slowed down a little bit, but it's still going up about 800 views a day. And the problem is they've done nothing. I mean nothing. So I don't know, if you buy one of their tractors and it's at your house and you have the exact same failures that I had, what are you going to do? You know, you call them, call corporate, make a video. You've seen what that did for me. So at this point, I have to take the legal route. I have no choice. I'm not excited about it. That's not who I am. That's not what I want to do. It has nothing to do with me as a person, though. Unfortunately, I'm being taken advantage of by TYM. TYM has failed. TYM has 100% failed me as an end user, along with Legacy Tractor, my local dealer here. Again, I don't even know who's supposed to be doing what at this point, but this has been escalated all the way to the top, and I've gotten zero resolution. It was sent via certified mail. So, you know, that's my last step before the attorneys get involved in this. And I get it, they're a big company, but at the same time, what leg do they have to stand on? Please tell me in the comments, what did I do that was wrong? I purchased their equipment. I took it to their dealer to have it repaired when it failed, and this is where I'm at. So if you're going to buy one of their tractors, be prepared for this same situation, that when it fails, or if it fails, I mean, I don't know, my motor and hydraulic pump catastrophically failed. I have videos of it on my YouTube channel. They're linked in my first video description, and I made a video about it. Look where it's got me. And I will keep you guys updated probably in another 10 days, 2 weeks.